Hello, everybody. I'm going to check if this is going live. If you happen to pop on and it is, please leave me a little message. Let me see, is this working? Let me know if you can hear me, see me. Is this actually working? And am I going live? Happy Sunday, the 21st. And let me see. Is this working? Nina, hello, welcome. I see it is working. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, my love. I'm going to give a minute or two for anybody else that wants to pop on. We're going to be doing a little bit of an energy card pull read of what's happening right now for this space and invite in a little light language, attunement, and meditation. So tonight's going to be a little different to what we did before. If you joined me a few weeks ago, and you can see me. Look at the pen all over me. And I'm going to see now, can I share this as well? Tag any peeps that you would like to see this. All right, fabulous. I'm also going to go live in my page. Now. Wonderful. Awesome. All right, my lovelies, welcome, welcome. And let us begin. Hello, babe. Perfect. Hi, Trisha. Lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. So, this is a live going out in conscious community and with permission of Duke Sawyer. Thank you so much. And the help of Yogi as well. Thank you, my loves. I'm popping on to do a little bit of a card pull tonight to feel into the energies and see what messages come through from spirit, source, and also invite in any attunement, recalibration that wants to happen for us all in the space, watching now or in the future. Hello, future peeps. And any recalibration, rebalancing maybe through light language, which is just a form of frequency, tone, either speaking or singing. It can come through drawing, writing, or signing with the hands. And it is like energy, but through tone and frequency. Some people call it soul language. Some people call it angelic language. It's really just from the heart and non-linear, not to be kind of, oh, what does that word mean? But to just be received as an energy expression form through the heart. And it goes exactly to where it's needed as a healing. And I invite everybody to receive that if you wish. If you don't, that's okay too. It'll only go where it's needed. Hello, Nicola. Hello, Trisha. So nice to have you on here. So I'm going to just see right now what this group, the card pull, is for this, and then I'll see if anybody wants to have one for themselves or a little message pop through as well. And all of this, if it doesn't resonate with you, because again, I'm a human filter, right? If it doesn't resonate with you, just let it wash off your shoulders like water off a duck's back. And if it does, receive it, allow it through. And everything that comes through, this is my intention now for this, is always for the highest good of all, in love, truth, highest wisdom. And I invoke in now the I am of me and of each of you watching right now and in the future, to support you, protect you, keep you safe. In love and truth, I'm inviting in the source consciousness, universe, and Mother Earth Gaia to keep us safe, protected, grounded, anchored. in one love, one truth. Aho, amen. Thank you. So I'm going to invite us just to take a little breathing, just to get centered into receiving. So sometimes we can kind of come straight on. Hi, everybody watching on the phone up there. Sometimes we can be a little like frazzled, right? Frazzled from the day. And I'm going to invite our energies back in. So if you want to with me now, I know I can't see you, but I can feel you. If you want to just give yourself a little shake out, a little tap, let's tap the energy and let's breathe, right? So breathing in, let it out, right? Let out the energy. Tap the body. We're going to invoke now. As we're doing this, we're invoking a release, and we're also tapping some meridian points. Okay, so any energy that's stuck, we're releasing. Bring your fingers, tap the forehead, and breathe. You'll see me do horse lips. They don't call me Mare for nothing. No, it's Mare Catherine. But I definitely had a nickname Mare at one stage for my cousins. So as an aside, the horse lips, just breathing in and out, letting the 1,000 kisses come my way. This softens the jaw. It also softens the pelvic floor. So any tension held in the root and the sacral, as you're exhaling out, you're softening that floor down there, right? So soften as you're breathing in. Exhale out and let it all go. Soften the urethra, soften your sacred sex space all the way back. You get me talking about this a lot because so many people walk around rigid holding, and usually from triggers, not safe, activated nervous system, we're kind of in a bit of tension. So just do this with me. I know. Now, if you're in the line at Tesco's and you're buying your milk and sugar right now and you happen to be watching me, right? Maybe wait until you're finished. Breathe in, let's go. Breathe out, soften the shoulders. Okay, so in the space right now, I'm just getting a sense some of us have really tight shoulders along here. So hands up, anybody who's that. Along here, carrying a little bit of tension. Some of that is like the back's up. Anywhere we're afraid of maybe being attacked, as in verbally, emotionally. Anywhere we feel anybody else's energy being energetically shat upon, like dumped, right? We're going to invite that to release right now in this intention as well. And allow our energy that's a bit stuck to come in, right? And that's even for me too. Thank you. Into the body. So just breathing. Soften. Feel the shoulders drop. Do a nice little hum. Hum with me now. As you're humming and you're softening the sitting space, you're activating the vocal cord and you're toning the vagal nerve. So hum again. Vagal nerve regulates the brain function, the urinary function, the digestive function, the heart function. Low vagal tone has increase in heart attack deaths. You have higher anxiety, you tend to have a lower immune, so we want to increase vagal tone always. Singing, humming are really good. This is really good. Across here. So bring your hands up to the face, massage the jaw. Does anybody have a tight jaw? You know, like grinding at night. TMJ. Often TMJ is also associated with not safe, and that's root and sacral chakra too. Like this is connected to down here, right? So soften, give yourself a massage. Nice here. Tapping your surrender points on the shoulders. Breathe in. And now shake it all out. All right, these are the lung points, meridian system lung points. So ladies, for the ladies watching, you know, you're in for a breast exam. All right, so you're kind of just massaging these points here on both sides and releasing any tension in that muscle as well, leading into the breast tissue. It's the same for men. And as you're doing this, you are also hitting your lung meridian point. In the lungs, we have grief, right? We can store a lot of grief or heartache. So I'm mentioning that for a reason, because I'm picking this up here just for now. It mightn't be for all of us, but just some of us. And just tap the thymus, and then we're going to begin. And the thymus is a gland in the higher heart area. It's around here. So just tapping that. And that also is a self-regulation, right? 20 seconds, 1 minute, breathing in. And self-regulation is the name of the game right now because there are so many freaking triggers, right? Hello, ladies. So this live is going out to Conscious Community, and please join that group. I have the link in my page. Sorry, a little chat up here. Okay, so first Divine Feminine deck that's coming through. Again, only bringing through for highest good. In the name of love, please. Thank you. Ooh, let's see what comes. And then if anybody wants a card, I might not get to everybody, by the way. These are card readings, but they're also soul readings, accessing that, whatever it is that comes through for the highest good. And any light language attunements as well are for everybody. So even if your card's not pulled, know that this is a message for you, for the collective, and receive whatever it is from you in that, just in case I don't get to everybody tonight, right? Hello, Sandy. Hello, Anne-Marie. Hello, Marie-Sophie, not Anne-Marie. Nicola, hi. Lovely to have you here. And Trisha, okay. So the very first card I pull, and I'm not surprised, by the way. This one looks scary, right? Now, this isn't a scary card, but just take her in because she's fierce. All right, I'm going to show you who this is up here. This is Kalima, Kalichima, Kalima, okay? So Kali, a Hindu goddess. Kali she's a master at stripping away illusion, right? Now, she is a force. She is not I'm soft and I'm in the wind flowing. No, this woman, this being, she stampedes towards you to say, are you kidding me? Release that BS from your mind space, whatever that is, if it's an inner critic. Release the attachments that you have to your work, your situation, what you're making it mean about you, whatever it happens to be that you're moving through. Release any unworthiness. Like, she wants to cut through the illusion and the lack and the not good enough. So she says here in her messaging, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. Her message, and you see the sword there as well, the sword of truth, but also the sword of cutting cords and illusions and attachments and karma and ancestral karma. Her whole thing is about, can you be in truth and own your body, your mind, your power, sovereignty. Is anybody feeling like that's getting stripped away a little bit right now? Right? She's here to say, if that's true for you, or you're feeling that or sensing that, breathe in. And any frustration, right? Because I get the sense of a lot of frustration, like that build up that we have where we try to be, okay, I'm going to see the positive and I'm going to breathe through this, and this is going to change, this is going to shift, and we're like hoping and hoping and hoping, and then there's a pullback. So anywhere where that's happening and a buildup of frustration happens, because she's definitely saying the word frustration to me here, and she's doing this, the teeth, and that was that grinding. I was getting the sense of this grinding earlier. So this we're gritting our teeth. And when we grit our teeth and we swallow down what it is we feel is our truth, it kind of goes like bile, like hot acid, right? We think if maybe swallowed it and, maybe it'll go out the other way, but it doesn't. It stays within us. Not to be too crude, but it stays down in the gut, right? And we're talking womb. And I brought up I know why I brought that up now, the womb and the jaw connection. We're looking at sacral and truth, the connection between truth and being safe in our expression of truth. and our creative, what we want to bring forth and birth from us. And we can't do that to the full effect that we wish to, efficacy that we want to, if we have projections on us, judgments within us, if we have the inner critic or illusion that I can't, now is not the time, I'm not ready, or perhaps others' judgments upon us, okay, their perceptions of us. So she is the ultimate wake-up call to get us aligned as soon as possible. She does not wait in line. She does not wait to be told, oh, I'm giving you permission now. She says, I'm a freaking grown-up. I don't need permission from anybody to be anything, to say anything, to do anything. I own my body. I own my mind, my voice, my soul, my inalienable human rights, whatever word you want to put there, okay? So her name, Kali, comes from the Sanskrit word meaning fullness of time. So let's see, she's here to slay the demons. She's here to slay the negativity. She's here to slay the psychic attacks that are happening right now. And I'm just going to broach a little bit of, I'm a bit playful when I do these, but some of this is really serious stuff, okay? And when I say serious, it can feel heavy, right? And I'm going to just say in the collective right now, a lot of what's coming up, and just even in my conversations with some family members this morning, is thoughts of, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm done. I don't want to play here on earth anymore. I don't want to play in this playground. This is not fun. I'm not having fun. I can't co-create with my playmates. I'm not having fun. I'm alone. I'm isolated. I feel lonely even if I'm surrounded by others. So this energy that's in the collective coming up, and this is old. This may not have been recognized before because we've been much better at distracting ourselves, or we've been busy. And right now, maybe it's coming up because that's not the case. Or maybe it's coming up because that energy of illusion is stripping before us. We can no longer hold on to the old, right? We can't pretend anymore. It's right in front of our faces. We need to go within. So the energies of, I don't want to be here, I'm checking out, all the way. And this is on a scale, right? This looks like it's on a scale. I'm seeing this kind of balance. You know this balance scale? And the scale at this end is, I feel a little lonely. I don't want to be here. I'm checking out. Goodbye to suicide, right? We're looking at that kind of a scale. Suicide being actively taken a checkout. The other ones are like addictions. I'm distracting, I'm checking out, I'm shut down. And essentially I've lost the will to live, right? So that collective energy that's coming up right now, and if anybody is feeling that, just take a breath in. And even if you've even had a momentary thought of, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. Take me out. I'm ready to go. Beam me up, Scotty, in a playful way. If we've even had those thoughts of, it's not fun here anymore, just take a breath in now, connect into the heart space. And we're going to invite the Kali energy to work through us to help release anybody else's, because is this even mine, right? And I've talked to a few good friends of mine, other coaches recently, and they've even said maybe 2-3 weeks ago they've had thoughts come through and they realized, I just walked into somebody else's slipstream of energy, right? The magnetic fields that are around us. And I realized when I tuned in, I thought it was my thought, and it was way out here, and it was heavy and it was weighted. And I realized, like a shovel, I picked up somebody else's, and that's why it came in. And this is something that they'd obviously had before, so there was a vibrational match, but it came in as it was somebody else's. And they were like, once I realized that, I said I return all those thoughts to source. I didn't have any more after that. So just realize sometimes it's not always yours, okay? Sometimes you're maybe living in a house, or maybe living in a street, or maybe you were shopping and 6 or 7 people had those thoughts and you walked through that and you've taken it on some way, maybe because you care and you love and you weren't conscious you were doing it, or maybe because somewhere within you, you've actually suffered the effects of somebody doing that. Maybe you even had it. So I'm going to say again, maybe somebody else took their life in your family, or maybe somebody abused their body so much through addictions that they died from it, right? And these are all awful things right now. This is the real pandemic, by the way, right? Depression, anxiety, checking out, shutting down. That's the real one. So I'm saying it straight out, like this is me speaking my truth. This is what I am seeing. So she wants us to she's showing me now the crown kind of shaking, and she's inviting us to clear and to come back in. She wants us to come in. She's kind of giving some weight into our bums. So notice, have you gotten a little tight with me even saying this, right? Have you gotten like, have you stopped breathing? Are you holding in? Because this could be triggering. And if it is, forgive me. I love you. Come home now. You can see what my body's doing. I'm breathing and I'm actually opening my pelvic floor right now. I'm opening my lower back. Fear, right? You have fear, not safe. Ooh, right? Because I've been there. I've had that. I checked out. I was a goner. I was a goner until I heard a voice, wasn't my own. You can take this as you want. And the voice said, and this is where I had a realization, oh my fucking God, I'm going to die. That was what the thought was, excuse my language, but that was what it was, word for word. And a voice came in and said, you have a choice to live or to die. And this is a thing. We're either choosing to be here or only half here or fully here. And if we're fully here, we're in the embodiment of our truth. I'm still doing my work on this bit by bit by bit, but I'm a hell of a lot more here than I was before. So let's invite in her transmission and just let me know if anybody is having any questions or if this has been a trigger, and just breathe. Keep breathing with me. And if you're feeling like a little dizzy or you're checking out, soften, tap the body, self-regulate. Okay, me. Or if you're worried, I'm getting somebody's worried about their children right now. I'm saying, okay, I'm so sorry, whoever that is. And you actually have a valid concern about your child right now, a teenager. And wherever that's true, we're going to invite now any of this transmission that needs and wants to come through again for the highest good. It goes where it needs. And you just take a breath, because we can take on so much responsibility. And we want to come in as rescuer. For those of us that are experiencing people that may be suffering from this in our family, we want to come in as rescuer because we love and we care. And there are certain practical things that can be done, but we can't do the emotional stuff for them. We can't do it. We can't do the spiritual stuff for them. Okay, I'm saying this out loud because maybe you need to hear it. And oh my God, you're a beautiful soul. I see you, I feel you, I hear you. I do. Okay, so take a breath with me. Whoever you are, you don't need to comment if you're not comfortable with that, by the way. And we love the children. And we always want our children to be safe. And we don't want them in that pain. And when we're seeing it, we're not happy with it. I get it. So we're going to invite any clarity and guidance that you need right now. But I'm also feeling like Kali is saying, it's not for you to take on the role as the savior or the rescuer, but yes, as parent, or maybe you're a brother or a sister or a mother or a father, whatever it happens to be, or an uncle or aunt. Yes, you can be there in truth. Okay, so we're going to invite that in. This has gone on quite a while, but obviously it's an important message around what this is. It's not an easy thing to talk about. So actually, I've just looked at what the book says here. It says, she's like the mother desperate to grab her beloved child out of harm's way, willing to yank them from the path of what they were on in order to bestow freedom. Kind of like a kid goes out to walk, into traffic, and she will run and roar and pull them back in. And that might be like a shock to the kid, but also it's around keeping them safe. So maybe as a parent, you need to do something like that right now. I don't know. You need to feel into the truth, but I'm going to invite her energy in, that mother energy, and that strength that comes from that as well. She wants to bestow that upon us, and it's within us. It's within us. She doesn't bestow it. She's like, it's within you. It's for you to realize it. Kali sweeps in if we're feeling like as well, if we're in a victim mode, and she's there to shake us out of that. Kamaiki, because it can feel as though events are happening to us rather than for us. So let's invite in whatever needs to fall away from our life right now, collectively, right? Or personally, within the families, whatever is not finding harmony, alignment, truth, whatever is not of divine source, we're going to invite that to be released right now. That's negative beliefs, energies, whatever it is, other people's stuff, or even within our own. Take a breath. Ya mashuvaya kima kwaiti kia karaka samba ati. So we're going to bring in a light language transmission. Again, this is just a language of the soul. It may not make sense up here. Some of you may recognize it, might remember. And it's just a non-linear form of communication to activate, to bring us into heart, so that we can let whatever it is that needs to come through for us come through. So if you wish to receive, you just say yes, sit back, maybe a hand on the heart or on the womb, the belly, just receiving, and just breathe with me now, because that was heavy, what we talked about. So any energy now, I'm an open channel for light language communication. And I invite in transmission from Kali Ma, please. The highest good. Inyama kwaitra shundama ye ke ashakaye. Druka shivara kantkani lasha. Unyanyeo drashik antka oshvlakra. Sura amtkeva ashiara asabdi iru amtkeveshi. Naroto imdana suruto yema ashavara iti. Anyara suele arak aish int art ark iniele. Anyara suromani de la sarakaye. We shala karakan mudik evre shari ki. Tukut ede rasha. Uramna suvrukmane etela shabara akiela. Galichima nake. Kariara rachinama akayete. Kushavana kiri Shiva asamara utkum etivra asha. Shiva asamana utkivishava ata. Ark utkivra shuima akayete nama soroko. Hinima kurukuitama shay. Boya undaki. Breathe in and out. Anya suanyewa. Nyahero, nyahera oeso, nyayewo. Bia berebror me brabro brabdaye. Brank nimmer moet omschuber ark thaiti al kaishiata. Let go, release whatever is not serving you. Just let it wash off. Yeah, kashiati. We're not here to hold ourselves in tension. Okay, so we're inviting in any love that needs and wants to happen. Now, the physical shaking, I am doing that because I'm feeling the shoulders and that responsibility and that sense of it's such a heavy one to carry. If it's fear of, come on, either of self or in the family or in the friends or in the collective. So we're going to invite in that clarity. Yama Quain Maturuk and the Vaishib the Hakta Itima Troko Ismbara Africa, Jima Akaike, Intima Atur Otakma Itivaraka Ishi, Wa Injima Atra o Ankasama Auto or Asama Asiva Oti, Kiankana Atro, oh, Suki Nahate, Quanyati. So that was just a third eye. Third, fourth, so you're receiving through what you need. Amiyati. So Kalichima, very much there. Hayama Aiki. Thank you, Hazel. Obihati. So that was a group message. Okay, so let me know if that resonated. It may not with all of you. There was definitely one that this was, I could see in your family what's going on, and I'm so sorry that's happening. And with love, I invite us all back into truth with that, whatever needs healing needs and wants to happen, and whatever release needs and wants to happen of those thoughts and those feelings. So who was next? Let me see. Ambaiki. Hi Hi, Claire. Hello, Claire. I love you. And let me see. Who said yes for a card? You might have to reply back because I'm trying to scroll through the comments now. And we see what needs and wants to happen. Sandy, was that you? It's going through. Is that you asking for a card, Sandy? Let me see. I'm not sure if that was you that asked for a card. Bea, you asked for one, so I'll pull one for you and we'll see what needs and wants to happen after that. And a deck. Okay, so Divine Feminine, I have a light language deck, I have the dragon deck. What does Bea want? What's in her eyes good? Which one? Okay, so I am getting told, I don't know how you feel about dragons. I work with dragon energy a lot, right? Just when I've been playing, and it's the dragon cards that said they want to be pulled right now. How does that feel to you? Because the dragons are beautiful energy, all really like beautiful elemental dragons of the earth, galactic dragons of source. Of course, the dragon energy Tiamat have created Earth itself, and this is yours popped out. So this one jumped for you. And this is the beautiful rainbow dragons. I love these. I'm going to show you now what they look like. So brings the leap of joy that opens new doors, Bea. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, and attract opportunities. So have a little looky here at the beautiful colors of the rainbow dragons. Now there is rainbow ray energy as well. And I get that you really access the rainbow ray very easily, and it's coming through for you now if you haven't accessed it before. And as I'm hearing it, I'm hearing like the tinkling laughter of children, so that playful energy as well, and it's very powerful. All the colors within that, so different colors representing perhaps even different frequencies, resonances, and healing abilities as well. And I am getting a bridge with you, like the rainbow bridge. What is the rainbow bridge? Here to connect this energy to earth right now. And there's an accessing it within the heart space even more. And your beautiful energy, absolutely glorious. And I see a lot of diamond light there, but they want to bring in more rainbow right now. And I don't know if you do inner child work stuff or do you have a lot of kids, but that play energy wants to come out a lot as well. And sometimes you can feel like in these times, for some of us, sometimes I'm in and out of it, and I love play. I love play energy because play is an easy way to learn. Play is an easy way to embody. Play makes it light. What is heavy can feel more light. So it's not as easy sometimes play because maybe we don't feel we have the space to play right now, or the time, or even if others aren't wanting to play because they're stuck in something else, like with the Kalima card, right? They're stuck in a place that just doesn't feel like it can access play. It's not there yet. But this play wants to come through big time. And you're being invited to listen deeply because it feels like your guides are coming in to talk a lot to you through at nighttime. I'm getting through your dreams, through sleep, even through whispers. You might get the sense of like whispers. You might be going, what's that? Right? I'm going to look around the room. And if you aren't doing that yet, it might happen more. So what does the rainbow dragons need to want to say as well? Is there any other information, please, for Bea? Oh, wow. Do you connect with dragon energy because they're saying we want her back in the fold? So there has been iterations, incarnations, or energies of you, aspects of you, whatever word you want to use there, that has definitely had connection with dragon energy. It's a very old energy. It has been manipulated and distorted. It's now coming up to the surface again, transmuting that distortion. Because it's very pure. The ones that this is a very pure energy coming through, very pure, and a lot of it's rainbow ray, like it's healing. There's nothing more I can say than it's about healing, and this is also about opportunities coming your way. There is more for you, more doors to open for you. And are you afraid right now to open the doors? Are you afraid there won't be doors to open? Is there a focus only on one door when you actually there could be way more? And specifically the number 5 is coming in. Yeah. They're saying, tell her she is loved. Tell her she's more than one dragon. So I'd love to know if I'm going to check the comments. You have paintings of dragons. Okay, so Bea, you have connected with the dragons before. They would like to have permission, and this is the thing, they need permission to work with us and through us. And again, you always set your intention, right? Protect yourself. Kiama kinima, only the highest truth, highest love may enter my space. And I have some meditations, I can post them here after, on how to meet your own dragon and perhaps get a sense of the energy of it, the color of it, the smell of it, the sense of it, the taste of it, that kind of thing. Like use all your senses, perhaps even its name, so that it can work with you. I am getting told that you have been a dragon master. I'm seeing the lifetime here is Japanese specifically, and you've had more than one, but this is the one I'm seeing, and you are a high ranking. I hope you're okay with me tapping into this, by the way. Do I have permission? Yes, thank you. So you were a high ranking, official isn't the word. What do they call that? What do they call like a guru? What do they call that? Master, a high ranking one. And you have this beautiful silk black kimono thing. I don't know the words, but that's what I'm seeing. And you taught the ways of peace and the way of the peaceful path of the warrior of peace. This is what I'm getting. I know it's a contradiction, but it's the warrior of peace. And you had many young, I'm seeing more boys, definitely boys. I don't see girls. You had young men young boys, teenagers, like, and you would teach them the ways of peace and how to channel that energy that they would have as teenagers, young fellas, into with the dragon energy, and also the practices that you would do, and there's breathing practices that you would do. And this is the dragon fire breath. This is why they're showing me this life. They want you to access dragon fire breath now as well, and they're showing me a clearing within the womb space of that for you. And this dragon, it was like you could nearly move mountains as this man. You would think and it would become. Like it was instant manifestation stuff. So this iteration life of you've already mastered, right? You've already learned the hows and the whys and how to do that. So if you want to bring forth that information again, and you're just accessing your own records in this, right? You already kind of have. There's more though. There's a little more. So they're saying bring in more. There's more, and these definitely want to come into play. And your own personal dragon too. Kani aqua iki. What is it that you want to come? May I speak with you? So this is your personal one is super old, ancient. Big. So I've been hidden for too long. Now when this dragon's saying I've been hidden for too long, I'm getting the truth, and this is for you, right? The truth. I've been hidden for too long in my true expression. Connection with nature is big for you to connect with this dragon. Maybe going out walking and you will kind of get a sense of it around you. It will show you signs. What knowledge, what wisdom, what message do you have for Bea, please? So you protected this dragon and it hasn't connected you. It's not been ready to connect with you fully until this period of time, this lifetime, this incarnation, for many, many lifetimes, because it wasn't safe. It's almost like you put it in an in-between place to keep it safe. But it can't be hidden anymore. It needs and wants to come out. because its power would have frightened the masses, or even you a little. So I'm kind of asking for specifics, but it's saying this is your journey to have with it. So it won't tell me certain things because it needs you to have the discovery. So I'm going to post my, or you just PM me and I'll send you that meditation. It may help you meet it. So the kids are still, that play is still big. Now that wasn't from the Play Dragons, right? It was your one. Much stronger and a bigger energy in that way, like full. Let me see, the rainbow dragon. Can I find where it is, please? I'm going to see what this book says on it as well. If there's anything extra for me to impart for the group. This is also about, like, the play is the accessing of joy and creativity energy as well. Can you breathe into your body super deep right now? And you can invite in that dragon to work on the spine, and it's kind of beneath the diaphragm. How deep can you get your breath? Bea. And everybody can do this, by the way, to receive a deeper breath. It's like, how big does your belly expand? Is the breath kind of up from the diaphragm or up higher? Because it wants to go way deeper than it is, that you're really receiving. So receiving the opportunities. And if we're holding our breath, or if we're not fully able to breathe in, right, it's hard for us to be in receiving. It's breathe and receive, literally, right? So we breathe, we receive, we soften into the opportunity. Our focus is less narrowed, okay, and it expands. So I'm getting this sense of, with the breath, and the dragon fire came in with your dragon fire breath, didn't it? So breath is important for you. It'll expand your awareness and your focus, and it'll bring you into the body more, so that you won't be focused only on seeing the one opportunity or two. You'll have the multitudes that are there, and you'll align with the one that is in your highest good. So that is the message that these are bringing through, because it should be more playful for you. If it's not playful, well, is this in my highest good? Asking questions and feeling light, heavy, true, not true. Well, what else can I call forth? How do I want this to feel for me? What would that feel like if I was to call forth something right now? So whatever your manifestations are, just play with it. And the first one coming your way, feel into it. Is there another? And if there isn't, if this feels aligned, then go. If not, and if you're in a deep manifestation mode, call forth the more opportunities. And it could be people, places, things, right? You'll get that sense of bubbling. Oh, this is exciting. It's joyful. It's light. So that's your message, Bea. Okay, there you go, Bea. I hope you enjoyed that. Yes, Sandy, the peaceful path of the warrior. So, I mean, that's a huge, that's a vibration, a resonance in your field, Bea, that you have. And there's a lot of diamond light there, my love, a lot. And that peace is like, that's innately within you to bring forth, breathe into, and perhaps let me see, drawn to your name as a yes, please. I'm instantly being drawn to this. I haven't played with it fully. I only got it yesterday. Oh, ooh, okay, this is a little heavy one, but I'm going to exit. So these cards are Jamie Price. They're a light language card deck. They're called Cosmic Consciousness. This is from an Orion card. So, constellations, the Orion belt. So the Orions, a lot of earth seeding from that Orion, right? If you want to kind of believe in that, the Lyrian, the Orion, the Sirian, a lot of seeding on earth from these energies as beings, and a lot of us clearing up anything that happened up there, way up there. And it plays out as the masculine versus the feminine. It plays out as separation, feeling of separation, never feeling like we fully belong. All right, that tends to be a story that we see. I'm saying we because that was me too. All right, so I have a lot of soul memories with there. So the card that was pulled, and this, I want to be a little careful in how I phrase this. So take a breath. And these are brand new for me, so I'm still playing with them and getting their energy. This is around amplifying self-love. Wow, okay. I haven't read it yet, and I'm just getting this huge. Lynette, my love, just breathe with me. Is this mine? Okay, no. So I'm just clarifying, like, so sometimes I vibrationally match because I'm going through the same stuff. So what I'm getting is in between my shoulder blades, and this is kind of, it feels a little lower than the heart chakra, but it's practically behind the heart chakra, but a little lower. Oh my God, my throat's going as well. So throat chakra going here too. So solar plexus into the heart, kind of like I've been stabbed, right? And this is our point of receiving. So this is an off center. So embodying full power and being able to receive full love, right? So how is your receiving? I want to say, how is your receiving? Are you a really good receiver, or do you prefer to give? Okay, so that's my first question. And any betrayal, if there's ever been one, abandonment, betrayal in any relationships or situations, lifetimes, I'm going to just say this out loud, just to say it out loud. I'm sorry, forgive me to anyone on behalf of Lynette. And there may be a face or a name that comes up when I say this for you. You may kind of know. And if not, we'll do a general thing, okay, across the masculine, the feminine, the mother, the father, the brother, the sister, whatever that happens to be, through all the lifetimes, past, present, future, revoke, rescind, delete all vows, oaths, promises, to do with being betrayed, any belief systems there, to do with being betrayed, any emotions or hurts carried through, Haya Kama Akini, and that's that taking away of the power, taking away of the voice, taking or withholding is the word coming through, withholding of love, like a withholding, never being able to fully sink into, oh, this is what conditional love feels like, right? There's always a little, again, a little, but I know there's more. It feels like a withholding there, and that's why I got on my back. And withholding is an act of betrayal. We're here to be unconditionally loved, to experience it, right? Take a breath. And even if it's not from, let's say, we're kids, we grew up in a family, it's not there, or we're in marriages or partnerships, it's not there. But with self, do we withhold from self fully? Right? All the love that we could give self, do we feel we deserve it? Are we worthy? Do I allow myself to love me no matter how I am? Or do I say, actually, I love me more when I tweak that part of me today and I shift that part tomorrow and I polish that part, then I'll be worthy of love. Like, do we have conditions for ourselves, even like rules, right? And if that's true, revoke, rescind, delete it across all time, space, dimensions, realities, right here, right now. And take a breath. If that's true, I'm sorry, forgive me, May. I love you. Come home. And the card, I'm going to show the sequencing now. This is a releasing self-hatred. Now, self-hatred's on a scale, just like I said, suicidal ideation's on a scale earlier. You can be, I just checking out, I don't want to be here, to that's it, I'm done. Self-hatred is on a scale of like, I don't like myself that much. I can't really fully accept that part of me. I'm not comfortable in my body skin. Or I wish I was smarter. Why did I say that stupid thing? Like, it's not always right down the self-hatred, but it's even that uncomfortability and self thing, right? So it represent less extreme emotions as well. And Ashley says that here too. So the Orions know it can be helpful to heal the most extreme of an emotional path to clear it to a fuller depth. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing. This can be painful and block the experience of unconditional love. There's the words addictions in here as well. So This is a reaction to judgments. So judgments coming through, right? We've been judged, we've been projected onto, and hurtful energy from others that imprint upon us, usually at a young age. And it can be painful that we can block the experience of it with addictions or avoidance. So this is a sense of like repress, suppress, dissociate, numb out. And sometimes we can do that because we don't like ourselves so much, right? So that's that card peeps up here. So this card wants us to release any experiences that thought that we were less than wonderful, perfect expressions of life. Release disappointment, resentment, or disapproval from yourself or another, giving ourselves a hard time, right? Sit quietly and affirm, I release all perceptions that block me from complete self-love. I love myself as God or Source loves me. This is all around self-love. The opposite of self-hate is self-love, right? So bringing home to self-love. Observing when we judge ourselves, and all the rules that we create around how much love we allow ourselves to receive. This is giving me a headache. It's like I can feel swirling in my head. So we're going to invite any of those SERs, right, somatic responses to release or evoke rescind within the body and within the mind space, and come into a peaceful mind. So inviting in any attunement, recalibration. We're inviting in, I'm getting the Divine Mother coming in quite strongly. I'm getting a lot of elemental energy around you, Lila. Oh wow, so many elements. And again, I said Divine Mother, but like Mother Earth energy, big. She wants to come in to support and love and let you receive. This is also abundance is waiting for you, but you haven't let yourself receive it. Like I'm being shown you standing on riches and it ain't getting tapped into because, I don't know, is it a worthy thing? Just feel into that. You got to feel in what's true, what's not true. Like that's the representation I'm being shown. Now that could even be experiences, right? The jewel of experience. I still feel like there's money involved though too. That's not coming to you because there's like, oh, there's an energy there. And we're going to invite, if you want, this for the highest good for all of us, if any of us are doing this, let's release those energies, stopping us from our abundance and self-love, please. And through the higher self. This is a weird being, I'm sorry. So that was like a weird clearing. Thank you. And it's all the left side. In the receiving, the feminine as well, like feeling safe in the feminine, to receive and allow the flow and creative energy to bring you what it is that you wish as well. And to increase the trust within the masculine, I'm writing that in. Sognare mararo ro 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 ramshiviti. Aparakai shimbrava dima kari 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 kari. In amtgavde kurkum evita hasha. Iru tamtge shivara. So we have a being here, guide, soul family, thank you. Part of that transmission's from them. What is the message? They want you to get your wings and fly. They're kind of bluey avian looking as well. Very connected to the beauty of the earth as well. Do you have a nice singing voice? I'm just like hearing them sing. Ah, yay. Oh, I want you to place your hands as you're breathing in. We can all do this. This really is a collective thing. And we're just across the heart, massaging the heart, softening the heart space to receive more love. Amduna, Kishura Naye Kara Kara Kiraye. Ho Kara Kayetra. You're worthy of love. Nye Rusovaye. Bo Bushayedre. So there's a lot of healing coming through for you. I feel like you have healing hands and you may already work with them. Like there's a lot of heat activation. Are you feeling or sensing tingling in the hands? If you were to, you may already be doing this, you may already work with healing, but even just like breathe in your own love, breathe in your own healing. We can all do that. There's a big medicine woman in you. Bring her out. You definitely had a gift working with herbs. So, a creak in my neck. So a readjustment there in that. And you may just gently stretch your body out and allow any realignment. With love, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to receive that with you. Nicola Roberts, my darling, I hope you're still here. I am no good. So some of us, like I said, I may not get to everybody, but this is like what the people I'm pulling, it's collective that's coming through, right? We have Kalima, release all obstacles, release illusions. We've had the self-hatred card. We've had the rainbow dragons to bring in more play. So we're having a few. So I'm just reading what you wrote there. I'm just seeing that now. This is that the, yeah, okay. Well done. Keep doing what you're doing, my love. Receiving. Stay in the body, right? Okay, just in case you are feeling this energy quite strongly. And some of you may not. It'll be exactly what you need. Maybe you'll feel it tomorrow or 3 weeks from now. It's still going where it needs, okay? Because that's the intention. Okay, you do Reiki, Lynette. I'm just huge heat from the hands. So maybe just a bit more of that self Reiki to on your receiving and you're receiving your abundance and your love even more. Because it's not to say that you aren't, but how much more is there? And this is that thing I keep meeting where I have my walls with this, right? It's like I will do a bit of this and a bit of that, work with Duke and this, did the EH process with them and did a couple, and you're like, oh, I've gone through so much, worked through so much, and it's like, oh, I'm so in love with myself. And then I realized, oh, I didn't know I had a ceiling. I had a rule on something else. And this is what we're doing. We're like, we expand and then we realize, oh, wow, I've just hit a ceiling I didn't know was there. And then we move and we shift through a belief or hurt or something that's been forgotten, and we just raise it once again to go into further expansion. So sometimes we're like, oh my God, I'm going through this again. I thought I did all my work on that. No, you just hit your ceiling and now you're raising it. And as you raise your ceiling, you raise your basement, right? So you won't be going ever as low vibration either, right? So it's constantly rising. Did I say Nicola Roberts? I did. Nicola's back. I saw that she popped out. So you're going to see me do that because I got tension in my womb instantly, and I'm just checking. Is it mine? TMI people, I don't know. No, it's the center of the gut. What is that, please? Are you anxious about anything right now, my love? Nicola, that's for you. Is there anything you're worrying about? Maybe that's a really general question, but I'm just feeling something in my. Do you know those? It's like that feeling. It'd be Sunday night, you don't have your homework done, you know you're going to school on Monday. It's that kind of feeling. And I'm Irish, so Glen Rowe would come on, and you'd be like, "Oh crap!" It's like that little bit of oh, right. So I'm just breathing in. What does that need to want to tell us, please? And we're going to invite in, and the word I get is hope. I keep hearing the word hope, 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 hope. Faith, hope, love. We're going to invite that in if that's what is needed right now. And I feel, now that I'm feeling in, I hope you have your permission for this. Your little girl is down there, my love. And those of you watching, you know, connecting with our little girls, right? Our little boys, our little girls, and just, I'm going to get us now. Take a breath in and out and get a sense of where would your inner child, your little girl or little boy live if it was to live in your body. Just now, doesn't mean it's always there, but just right now, if you were to breathe in and connect, soften everything. Soften. Notice if you're breathing like this. Okay, that's an exaggeration. But are you controlling everything around here? Right? Little bum bum lips, I call them. Right? Let the mouth be like a moon. A crescent moon, soft, right? A full moon or a crescent moon. So it's not okay. So I'm just getting like that's control. We're controlling the emotion and we're controlling how we allow ourselves to feel. I get it because it can feel overwhelming. But just for now, take a breath in. Allow yourself to be here. We're all together in this. This is a safe and sacred space, right? This is a community. And in community, it's like a sacred community. Okay, so you're safe. I'm just saying that. Let you hear that out loud. You're safe. Take a breath. Oh, and like you'd be going into a nice hot bath. You get in and you just sit back and you kind of soften everything out. You just do that sigh. You know that sigh? Does anybody make that sigh? I do when I get into a bath. It's like, right? Let your body get an effect of imagining it's in a warm bath. And it's just unwinding all the sinews and tissues. And if you need to rub that, bring it up. But my hand now is magnetized to that point in my belly where I'm feeling that little knot of anxiety or worry. Maybe that part that feels like hope is gone. How can I trust? Lost faith, right? Or maybe it's not even all yours. Maybe this is also what's in the collective right now. We talked about that, the very first pull, the Kali card, right? Breathe. And just like, hello, me. Hello, little girl in me. I see you, I feel you, I hear you. Just connect in. Get a sense of what he or she is wearing, what they look like. Are they sitting, standing? Are they kind of curled up? Get a sense of that. I am just, and I hope you're okay with me saying this out loud here, Nicola. I'm just getting a sense that you little me is just a little like, oh, not quite 100% comfortable or sure right now. And some parts of our heart, like some parts were like, I really want to play. And then the other part is like, oh, well, is it, you know, am I okay? Am I safe to play? Maybe I'm worrying about too much or I have too much responsibilities on my shoulders. Maybe I'm not allowed to go out to play right now. And then it can feel a little like sad, right? So feel what that is for you though. Like, what do you need? What am I feeling, me? Ask yourself out loud, what am I feeling? And if she's in your heart, like your hands on the heart, you're like, what am I feeling, me? And you're just breathing into her, giving her some breath, letting her receive, softening everything. What am I feeling? Soften down there. Don't hold. Soften the urethra. Soften it on the exhale. Ah, there, you got it. I hear it. Feel you now. Okay, good, good, good. Ah, good. What am I feeling? And then connecting with that. Oh, okay, I'm sorry I'm feeling that. How long have I been feeling that? Just a long time, a short time? Okay. Well, what do I need? What do you need, me? What do you need? Because maybe there's an unmet need. And you're just breathing and softening and having a conversation. Maybe somebody's face comes up. Maybe it's like the husband, the boyfriend, the brother, the sister, the father, the son, whatever, you know? And it could be, oh, I sense somebody else is there. You know, what do they need to say to me? What am I waiting for? I'm holding on to this feeling. What am I waiting for? Who am I waiting for? What needs to be said? And if it's like I'm sorry or I'm waiting for a sorry, or if it's something else, forgive me, like ho'oponopono. I'm sorry, forgive me, I love you, thank you, come home. Very simple. I love you, me, very simple. And just have that conversation. So I'm going to bring in that inner child, what needs and wants to happen. I haven't even pulled your card, but that's what's coming through. I saw, okay, so I saw her. She was hunkered down and had her hands like this with her head down like that. That's what I saw. That's why I asked you, what does she look like? Is she standing or sitting? I just see you said, I'm hugging my niece. So she wants a bit of attention. She needs a bit of breath, a bit of air. She needs a bit of nourishment and nurture. And would you be willing to give that to her? And this goes for all of us lads, doesn't it, and lassies? Because we can kind of forget about that part of that aspect of ourselves. And often that aspect is waiting to be found, waiting to be loved. And then desperately thrashing or throwing tantrums or looking for attention in places that's not maybe the best way, but it needs to be seen. So it could act out, could make us reach for that extra bar of chocolate, right? That part that needs a bit of comfort, or it could make us, say a sharp thing to somebody that we didn't really mean, but it's coming out. Or it could make us retreat and lock the doors and not really want to go outside and not really want to talk to people and, oh, I don't even want to pick up the phone. Kind of, it can make us act in a way that's not aligned with their true selves. So it needs and wants that interaction and connection. So talk to her. And the card that was pulled is actually beautiful. I don't think I've pulled this one before. And it's very fairy-like, isn't it? Look at her with the harp. And it is childlike. Right? This is the Divine Feminine deck. Sappho, the poetress. I love every inch of my body, and I love the women in my life fiercely. Now there's a moon there behind her, so it really is Divine Feminine. There's a lot of star energy, but a lot of elemental energy in play with this as well. It's very whimsical, mystical, flowy. It's not like the Kali energy where she was pounding the earth. This is much more, can you just be gentle? A lot more gentle, like the breeze. Soothing music. Can you release any harshness of thoughts, any harsh energies around you right now? Even like TV programs around death or murder, right? Even loud heavy metal music. Can you kind of let all that harsh, heavy energy kind of move into the background for now? Because a gentleness needs and wants to come through for you to connect deeper. And there's a stillness in this gentleness, my love. So, hello, me that's scared of being alone. I'm sorry, my love, you're so scared of being alone. I get it. Right? You talk to her like that. Like, I totally get it, me. I talked about this with my sister today, actually. We're talking about feeling lonely and being alone. And do we feel lonely sometimes still, even now when, she has her boyfriend, I'm my husband, even though we're separated, do we feel that loneliness? Are we trying to fill it with something else? I actually had this conversation this morning. Yama kwahidkiaka, or with me, I don't acknowledge it. I'll I'll push through loneliness by doing activities. Do we do that sometimes? And acknowledging that, because she gets pushed aside, then she can't express. So what does she need, that lonely me? What does lonely me mean? What do you need, lonely me? And breathe. Let yourself breathe. What do you need, lonely me? I need to feel safe. I need to feel loved. I need to feel belonging. Like, what is she saying? Zap. And we'll bring in that transmission now. Oh, hello. So I'm getting Oracle at Delphi priestess effect here coming through as well, and a beautiful dance. And I wonder if you put on some gorgeous music that had that flow to it and danced holding your little me and allowed your body to move with her. And it's not a fast dance like thumping, it's a very flowy, beautiful, ribbony dance, right? And it's like a priestess dance of honoring your body, honoring your soul, honoring your little me in love, and inviting her into that more in like an integration effect. And what would it mean if I was alone me? What does it mean about me if I'm alone? It means that I am, and breathe into that, what comes up. You know, what belief is there? It means if I'm alone, it means that I'm unlovable, not good enough. Like, what is it? Breathe into that. Because maybe there's a belief there. What does it mean about God if I'm alone? You know, source, universe. He thinks I'm, or he, she, right? Thinks I'm what? Like, play with that. See what beliefs are there. Because who told you that, me? Where did you hear that for the first time, me? Breathe. I'm so sorry you felt that, me. Come home. What do you need? You know, you having a conversation like you are with a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old. So this card is about, I said dance, she's about sensuality and movement, and love that exists between um, women and for women, and that we create that sacred sisterhood. I wonder, do you need to find a sacred sisterhood right now? Okay, will that help you in some way? And not good enough, everybody leaves me. And if everybody leaves me, it's hurtful, it's devastating, it's almost like heartbreaking. Please forgive me, I feel you're heartbroken. What does your little heart need, me? To feel not broken again. And would I be willing to give it to me? Would I be willing to receive it? So have that. What? Breathe into that. Yes. Amazing. What would that feel like? What would it look like? Let it come to you. If it's a no, if not now, when? And you're just breathing through that. Your expression can come out through writing, through poetry, through dance. You're hugely creative. Are you allowing yourself to express that? Because even that could be, we're lonely when we feel disconnected. Imagine, what would it feel like to be connected fully to me? And maybe using some of the arts would help with that right now. Maybe that would be like a prescription of medicine for the soul for you. Would you be willing to play like that with your little me? Ask her, how does that sound, me? But let her tell you, not me. Okay, let her tell you what that is. I'm just saying that because we pull this card. She's about entering into the goddess-like nature that you have. There's a lot around sisterhood in this, like women sisterhood specifically, and not exhausting yourself with the unholy effort of comparing yourself to other people, right? And there's a balancing of that sense of shutdown versus neediness. Do you know, like we need, we want, we're attracting in people and love and experiences, and then if it doesn't, if they leave again, then there's a shutdown. It's like a cycle. I don't know if I'm even saying that right, but essentially we're going to invite a release of that as well. And is there a woman in my life I can send love to and lift up in this moment? That's one of the questions in this card. Can you have a long bath with red rose petals? So I mentioned bath, that's what it says here. Do something nourishing that acknowledges your love for the fact that you're a woman, or for the radiant women who constellate your life. There's very much sensuality, bringing your senses in to connect to self and creating some type of a sisterhood for yourself. What would that look like? Where would you find, asking the soul, where would I find these women or these friends, these connections right now? So whatever's in your eyes, we're going to go forward. This is for all of us out there, men and women watching now. To not feel disconnected, to not feel separated from self or from source. And to ease with grace any sense of loneliness, not belonging, anywhere we're not feeling worthy. So whatever that is now in the highest good, come back into the body, into safety, flatten the feet in the floor, get comfy in the hips, and receive. Suranye, suranye, ar kinyaraso, ayenye, ura, kinranye, ranyo. Haetria koshuva manyeki nato tokitin matraesi unyala saetrai. Trusayanye ora bai caroso meo ayera surukoye. Nyara sunya malakarasi, ura masava yekarasa tialie. Utukuntu kumati vatraka samtano uto, inyamasu tu etika sai. Kushambara eti Allah. There's a lot of pain in the heart space, a lot of grief, unexpressed grief. Nyakasu ahamakaiki. Haya waidi, shut down grief. Kumaya waye nya wawe. Yeah, anya soe, nyara oye, onye oye, kwanje asoye, tapping of the heart to release that. I'm really feeling it. So that was a guide, like an indigenous guide. And there's a clearing of the throat, expressing. Thank you. Thank you. Ah. So, Nicola, that was for you. That's what I feel like. I'm in a circle. I don't really have friends around me. Okay. Ask the little me. She has all the answers, not this me up here. Little me. Feel into her. Devotion to her through the arts, which feels like for me music, dance, artistic expression, singing, writing, journaling, being out in nature, connection with nature. Really good to nourish, good foods, baths, what's nourishing for me, and just feel into that. And then, okay, body's been built up a little, I've had some nice nature. Who am I calling in? And does it mean that when I'm forming relationships, am I allowing myself to be vulnerable? Because there's that sense of that, I mentioned the needy and then the shutdown, and this is like not needy in a bad way, but like we needing connection, right? That can feel like a lot of pressure on others sometimes when they sense that within us, because we really want to have connection. And then we kind of get a little distrustful when it's not happening, or they're moving away, or they're shutting us down. Then we shut down. So it's an old cycle there. We're going to invite that to be released as well. I'm not sure if I'm really explaining that very well. That feels ancestral. Which is around trusting others. And the belief of they always leave. So that's the belief going into every relationship subconsciously. Whoa, right? What kind of relationships are we attracting? Hierarchy, and that other person may even be sensing it and then go, they don't think they really trust me 100%. Breathe in. It's not about right and wrong in this either, so release any of that. It's just bringing awareness. And I love you, me, that showed me this today. Thank you. Connecting to self, all our little me's, thank you. I love you, each and every one of you, beautiful souls. Yeah, why me? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, my darling, Ja'ama e. I'm going to do one more card. So everybody watching now as well, just moving the hips. We're going to move all this energy because there's a lot of codes coming through and a bit of activation, a little bit of releasing. Again, it's exactly what you need, whatever it comes to you. And with this type of languaging, it's multidimensional. There's so many layers. So I may say one impression of something and you may get something different, because it's kind of like, you could have a group of people standing in a party, and from your perspective, you're at the door, you're seeing something different. But the person that's at the back end of the hallway, they're at the same party, but they see something different to you. You receive exactly where your perspective is. So what you receive, you'll get. So it's non-linear, this, right? What you get. It's so layered. So if you're getting something different to me, it's not wrong. It's just what you need. So one more card. Let me see whose name's coming up. Melanie Grant is coming in. There's definitely somebody funny coming through. Melanie, do you speak white language? So definitely something coming through there. Arakami araka shatra isiva lahiti chujwa mahi shiva ahiti hayet bayeti mahasavaiti. So I'm just getting the impression of the beautiful lakes and mountains, and it looks really gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I don't know, do you have a nice sacred space that you kind of think of, or a place you meditate on? Do you know, I wonder, is that what you want to create in your new earth? Let's say something you like to create is a beautiful nature spot. Or is that space I'm seeing about replenishing and deep rest? So I saw a space with lakes and mountains, okay? So a beautiful space, and that's the card that was pulled. So this card is about deep replenishment, rest, retreat, and be held. Haya wa ye wa nye. And let nature hold you too. Nya wa yiki ga ya wa ashaye nyala wa yiki. Hinya wama. And I'm just getting actually like a conscious intention around the replenishment and the rest um, without distraction, because sometimes we think, oh, I'm resting, I'm on the couch, but I'm on my phone. I'm resting. I'm just on the phone on the couch, right? That's not resting. So I'm kind of doing a little wink there at that. But actually, deep replenishment rest, which is a reset of the nervous system. It's a reset into, peace, calm, joy, love, that social engagement. If we're talking about polyvagal theory, like social engagement, you're down here, you're not up in fight, flight, freeze, you're in social engagement with this very inspirational, lots of creative energy. It feels good, it's present, it's centered. And I'm just getting there is shit ton, which is a word for a lot, a many, many, many lot of downloads coming your way. And holy crap, I'm getting galaxies want to be speaking to you. I'm getting the word galaxies want to speak with you. Galaxies want to come through, which for me is like codes, information packets, kind of like part of this is so contracted, like you kind of said you'd hold some of this information to bring it down in the body to earth, right? So there's like we're anchoring rods sometimes to facilitate that. And it might look like, well, people on the outside be going, well, she's not doing much. But actually you're doing incredibly important work of anchoring in these codes. I'm kind of teasing a little here, but that is like from the outside, people are like, oh, she's the life of Riley. But you're like doing incredible um, work. Hima Akai, so galaxies, there's a lot to come through, and it needs that stillness because if you work with high energy, if you work with energy, any energy at all, right? If you work with energy, Reiki, or you do light language, or you're doing, IET. I'm just trying to think of some energy modalities. And let's say you're just channeling it through, that sense of vibrating, right? You get that sense of vibrating, right? The energy is moving through you. It's hot, it's cold. It's maybe got form. Maybe you're seeing things, sensing things. Maybe you're doing grid work stuff. I don't know what you do, right? But if too much comes in at once and we're not prepared, or we have come in to work in that energy, but we're actually, maybe not as fully present as it could be, the nervous systems, if we're not having a nice, calm, beautiful, soft nervous system, because this energy is so, it can almost like what I see. This is, I can only explain how I see. And again, this is my perception, by the way, everybody, you only take what feels true. It kind of can like send electricity up and down the nervous system, which can fire us up a little. And if we don't want to be short circuiting, is kind of what I'm saying. We want to make sure we're grounded, we're replenished, we are supporting and nourishing the physical body as a lot of new codes come through, and we're in the equinox. So, my loves, this is the polarity point from the darkness into the greater light, right? We're shifting, releasing, and all the codes that come in with that. The veils are thin right now, right? Like at Halloween, like at the solstices, the veils get thinner at certain points in time, and the veils are thin for over these 3 days. My king can even 5. So vast amounts of waves of energy comes through as well. So just replenish as we are anchoring through that light. I'm just going to see what you're saying. Is what I'm saying resonating with you? Because I'm a little more kind of, let me just see what you're saying. I look still, but I do a lot people don't see. Okay, right. Now, the second card that's popping out for me to pull is this one. Okay, Sacred Feminine. Shakmat, the Red Lady, pure strength. Honor my anger by giving voice to it. this sacred anger. It's not necessarily bad anger. Sometimes it's like righteous anger, but that it's coming from a space of, rather than pushing us, we're channeling it. Rather than anger pushing us, we're channeling it for the highest good. Now this is also Ra energy, so soul, central sun, source energy coming through as well. Light codes. I really keep getting light codes with you. Okay, so I'm gonna just see if anything needs to even come through me, because I just get the sense that, okay, so they're saying the rest is really, they're saying go back to this card and you can see it's nighttime sleep. And just ask for your sleep to be restful and good sleep hygiene right now, and just whatever the diet, whatever, so that you're getting very good sleep, because I am seeing like a pile of codes going down the back of the spine up into the brain. So there's a whole new level of brain activation as well. So they just want to make sure you're not in a doing mode, like the masculine fight, push, gotta do. I know you may have to do things, but the mode isn't there, right? It's with ease and grace and flow. Anything is getting done by. No, it's easy to say. I'm not always quite mastering it myself. It gets easier the more we do it, perhaps. Um, Noticing any triggers, noticing what the body needs, noticing is a deep listening happening. Deep listening. What's nourishing for me? What's punishing for me? Yeah, what do I need in this moment right now? And just being so present, not in the future, not in the past, bringing presence, because those codes coming through, they need that to anchor. That type of centeredness within you, because you're able to hold that, right? The body knows how to relax, does it not? We just might forget it. So in training that, the entrainment for you is a level of mastery, right? Your entrainment of that. So even if you're coming across people, places, things, situations that might be horrifying, like horrifying, that you're actually still in that space of, you're not entering into that emotion with them in sympathy or trying to meet them where they're at. People want that though. They want to be heard and validated, and they want you to feel it with them, right? But that you're holding a space of neutrality during these code things. I'm not saying like you need to be like this forever. We're human. But just during that code thing that is coming in, right? So I just want to make sure I'm not twisting words now that's coming through, and that I'm saying it in the way it needs to be. Relay, please. Is anything else need to be added? It's just a deep embodiment, like into the body, into the root, into the sacral. Yama kwahiki ashahata yete nahata oto yeteni makwahiya rahanya shalara korokan tenarati arakuro chimbadakarakai nar shalaraki arkurmaravrari ramye Harakiara romberai, lira rakai shundoramai, anyamaraku. So I feel also like the Lyrian energy. Dararuki feline. Line being Gorumbarari, Heraru, courage of the heart, Uikira, Haranye, Nyohim Yararu, Haranye, Hemyararu, Haramye, Hemyaro, Hariara Koro, Mravra Shukurari, Shurare Arika, Urinyara Suro, Hiara Kurutori, Nyara. Ovinyi halara soinye bara asanyeti amakuiki. So just taking a breath. So I felt like balancing for me. So whatever you needed in that, with love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me see. That will be it for tonight, my loves. I'm just looking at the time. I've been on definitely a while. Yes, Diane, welcome, my darling. Hello. I didn't show you peeps up here in this screen. So these are the cards that was pulled there for the beautiful Melody. Oh my God, I'm getting a stutter right now. I think my tongue is unwinding from that arara. So my lovely, you are not crazy. No, you're not, my darling. Were you questioning yourself? Oh, my sweet. No, no, no. Thank you for you being you. Remember, again, just checking in with yourself. Perhaps what would be helpful for you in that to be in that presence a lot right now is maybe having reminders up for yourself to check in. And this is like the entrainment thing. What am I feeling right now? Is this feeling mine? Breathing 10 times, every half hour, an hour, like finding ways for you to get into that presence of body, of mind, so that you're replenishing. Well, what is this nourishing? Like asking questions. And even I put reminders on my phone. I've did that since I was, a few years now, since I started coaching, because I never knew what I was feeling moment to moment, because I would be in everybody else's stuff too. And it was helpful for me to realize this is mine, this is not mine, and also distinguish this is anger and this is frustration and this is irritation, because I would like sometimes it's going to be hard to tell the difference. So, and this lives here and it lives here, and now I can acknowledge and release, and it's gone, right? um, and that is part of that continual reset, self-regulation. So my lovely, thank you so much, Melanie, and I love you all. I am going to wrap up, and before I do, I'm going to close our space with a little meditation on receiving love and the truth of us, like the soul essence of us, whatever that looks like. Thank you for joining me. It can be a little vulnerable speaking language for the first time in a group that don't know me as well. So thank you for receiving me, because it can look freaking odd, right? But I love to play, and it's a form of play for me. And if any of you ever want to know more, learn more, just ask me, PM me, and I'll give you info. Sometimes I hold workshops. I'm just finishing up one now to activate, to learn to speak it, sing it, draw it, dance, sign in it. It's so fun. It's so fun. And if ever you want to know, just PM me and I'll let you know more. Yeah, Yashua Haiki. If anybody also needs or wants a kind of experience to move into a healing space, I'm just offering right now a 10% off, just to say, off a soul hypnosis session as well. So these are short sessions to kind of connect in, see what's going on, have an experience of healing, and receive any clarity that you need right now as well. So it's a nice experience. I also do EH too. Obviously, that's why I'm here. I'm part of that group. But just to let you know, I'm doing that right now. You can go to my page and you can see. But right now, let's close this out. Breathe in again. I'm going to move my body. I have had shifts. I can feel it big in the heart space and behind the back. We had that lovely card pull from one of you beautiful ladies, Lynette, I think it was. I can feel my back receiving more. So thank you. This is a co-creation. I can't be here without you, and you can't. I can't bring this. This is like you and me. We're getting together, right? So thank you. The depth of my healing becomes deeper because of you, and I love you for that. Thank you. Yama kushiva atarayati amasuku. Abba sanyedri. So we're going to breathe and receive, inviting in now the I am, knowing and sensing and feeling the deeper connection within ourselves. Receive the breath. Connect to the body. Let the hips sink into the chair. Let the body sigh out. All energies that are mine, I call back to me. And you say the same. All energies that are yours, you call back to you. Now I'm going to breathe them in. All energies not serving us, we invite now Source to take, or Mother Earth to take. Thank you. All cords, attachments deleted. Thank you. All energies transmuted where possible. Thank you. All extra energies, all the love, the extra love and receiving, we send down to Earth for her growth, and we thank her for holding us. Thank you for all the beings that showed up here, all the transmissions that came through, the dragons, the gods, the goddesses, the angels, all those energies, the soul star families. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We receive your messages. And now we close this space in this vortex. Thank you, blessed be. Take a breath. Well done, you all. Thank you for joining me tonight. I love you. Catch you soon. Bye, my loves.